morning, everybody. Mike with Custom Exteriors. Got a call from a customer that wanted me to inspect his roof. They've recently had a hailstorm, and this happens to be a duplex. He's a little unsure. Wanted me as a trusting source to come out and give him a professional opinion. So follow me and let's go take a look at it. All right, first thing we look at, we see some granules in the gutter here. Sure sign that either the shingles are wearing or something is washing the granules off. What we're going to do is, first thing we want to look at is the soft metals. That's some collateral damage. That would be like this box here. This is a furnace cap, a rain cap for the furnace, and these 9 times out of 10 have some hail dings on them because they're really soft. You can listen to it's a real tingy, just soft aluminum. But if you can get an idea, these circles here are impact marks. Glancing over here, you can see this is ridge cap here, and this higher portion happens to be a vented ridge. You can kind of see underneath here. What happens is the air from the attic space gets flushed out from the soffit vents up through the ridge vent here, and it comes out here. What I'm looking at is these spots here are actual impact marks from the hailstorm. And it's pretty common to see impact marks on the ridge, and especially since it's kind of a softer material, you can see how I can push down on that. And anything with a void behind it tends to get damaged a little bit easier. So this ridge cap also still builds the story of there was hail in the area. Okay, well, here's something. That's kind of weird right there, where you see some fiberglass coming through from the mat and the granules are missing. If that was consistent across the rest of the roof, I would call it an impact mark, but it's kind of an anomaly at this point. We want to keep all of our options open and not make a determination until we look at the whole roof. So what we're going to do is I'm going to chalk out a test square just to kind of give us a barometer of what do we really have here. A test square is a 10 by 10 section randomly chosen of the roof on the roof. There's our test square. That's 100 square feet right there. Every insurance carrier is a little bit different. Some only need to see 6 hits per square. Some need to see 12, and the average is 10. It's 8 to 10 is probably what we want to look for. So right away, there's one. There's one. Well, that's 3 right in consecutive courses. And I'll just at first kind of pull out any glaring ones, and then if I don't hit 8 to 10, or if it's not looking that good, then I'll methodically start working my way top to bottom, in about 1 foot sections, and just methodically work my way across, just to make sure I'm doing right for the customer. These little damages and bruises, the granules will continue to fall off, which exposes the matting. So if you could come down here and get a close up, you can see this one here, and you can see this one here, and I'll show you. This is what tells this story. So the hail has come from this side heading this way, because you can see it's glancing off the edges of these shingles. Here's another one. This one caught right here, and it actually folded this shingle underneath itself, which is bizarre. So that's what it was supposed to be like, but you know, I'll leave it like that. So, and you know, here's a good one. You know, you can push your thumb on it, but if you could see, the hail actually crushes it pulverizes these granules into the mat. But what'll happen over time is these granules will continue to wash off, and there's more that we can't even see because, you know, sometimes it's kind of a sandblasting effect where you get tiny hail, but it's hard, and it kind of sandblasts the roof, and then next thing you know, 2-3 years down the line, you don't have any granules on the roof, or it's very scarce, and the people, they missed their window of opportunity to file a claim because of that, because it wasn't obvious at first. But ultimately, this will cause problems in the future because the sun, the UV rays are going to start breaking this down, this asphalt mat. Let's count this up. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So what I do is I put, since the house is kind of on a twisted axis, I'll just call it front. So front equals 10 plus hits. Take a picture of that from my file. Boom. I'll take some close-up pictures. I think what our suggestion or our analysis is that this roof does demonstrate enough hail damage to at least get the insurance company out and see what they have to say. What I'm going to do is I'm going to count everything that we've got for my notes. Take a picture of that for my files. These are basically my notes. Okay, so I think we're done up here.